Hello and welcome back. What we're going to do now is we're going to talk about what we're going to call the rerouting move, or getting the club to get onto the correct plane or the correct path, however you want to think about it. First of all, what I'm going to show you is how most people interpret the modern golf swing to work. Okay, when they get set up, they get into their posture and they're good. Okay, so we're really going to get into the best posture we can to really try to make this happen the best way. They go here, they lift the club up, and they go like this. See how this move has kind of gone here, they're moving this club up like this, and then they're changing it to this direction, okay? This direction does not match up at all in what the geometry is showing us. How we do this is very, very simple, okay? Remember, the key ingredient for this line is this line going from here, just like this blue line out here like this. This is a 30-degree line out in this direction like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get set up in here correctly. Good posture, come down, bend the knees, get the butt up and back where it feels like it's sitting on that blue line, and look what it does to my spine. Perfect. Now, we've shifted and we make the first move. Because I'm in the correct posture, all we're going to do from here is go like that. And see how that just matches up perfectly on that blue line. So my wrist is actually going this way, like this. It's not working up and down like a hammer like this. It is going around my body, just like this. It's just moving around me, just like that, which puts this on the perfect plane. Now, a lot of people would say, gosh, Chris, wait a second, that looks like that club is going so far inside. Wow, well, you know what? It has to go inside because it goes around us. But in the regular golf swing, like I talked about in one of our previous lessons, if I take this club inside way too quick, it doesn't match up with the geometry. So you'll see a lot of PGA instructors and stuff like that, and they're like, oh, you can't take this club inside. It has to stay out here, out away from me, and then come out. But ask yourself a simple question. The further I get away from me, the less control I have of a situation. And think about that. I'm not talking about my hands, but if I move this club head and start moving it further and further away from me, it starts to disconnect from me, and then I come up, I go to the top, you see all kinds of people, they get all these different moves going on, and that's why I have a difficult time. We are not picking the club up. We are using the lever of the hand like the wave for its 100% mobility. So it moves to the right, back, and it moves forward like this. But what we're doing is very simple. We're going to take this, we're going to get set up in good posture. Now, I'm going to make the first shift, now I'm going to make the second one. Boom, just like that. And because I'm letting my hand work this way around my body, and the left is going to be working this way around my body. See how you can see right here, this part of my hand? Well, if I go this way, see how you can see my palm? I'm never going up like this where you can't see anything. It's this way. You see my palm? The left hand, you can see the back of the left hand. It's very, very simple. Now, here's something that's really cool. Okay, if I do not get set up in proper posture, watch what happens. If I get here and I'm being lazy about what I need to get to with my posture, and I'm going to make the best moves that I can make, and watch what happens. Now I'm going to get here, I'm kind of what I'll call like a lazy kind of posture position. So now I'm going to make my first move, shift. Now watch this. Make the second move. See how that club has now come on top of the blue line, because my posture isn't supporting what absolutely has to be correct. So remember, anything that we do starts with the foundation of us, which for this is going to be us getting into our posture correctly. So when I get here, I'm set up, good posture. Oh, there's the real good posture. I feel very athletic. Now I'm not going to do anything again. I'm just going to simply shift. And now, as I keep shifting a little bit more, I'm just going to let this hand turn and go like this. And watch this. I'll hit the blue line perfectly every time. Boom, boom, right on it, every single time, okay? So when we're right here, that's perfect. I'll do it one more time. We're set up, good posture, make my first move, haven't swung my arms, don't forget that. Now I'm just gonna let my turn or my shift, the continuation of my swing, put it right there. And what do you notice right here? If I open up my palm, I am in the center of where all lines are converging, right there. Okay, see where my hand is at right there? It is on a perfect line with everything that's going this way. My forearms, watch what happens. Okay, we'll get to that in a minute. But when I get here and I've made this move and I go like this, see that? My right hand is in the center of me. Okay? Now what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of a break. We have to understand this motion. So we're going to clean it up a little bit. I'm going to give you a couple little drills or kind of things that are going to help us so that you understand what's going in the arm, how you actually really are taking this shift. And we're going first move. Let me step out of it for a second. We're going like this. First move. Now watch what happens. There's my shift. So now all I'm really doing is just shifting some more, which is letting this hip continue to move back this way versus me trying to round out. The reason for that is you have to remember, this part of my spine right here is fused to the bone. Think about what I just said. Fused to the bone structure of my body. So if I try to turn that bone, it doesn't turn. It moves me in a shifting type of way. And this is easily addressed just like when we talked about in the green reading lessons, where if you haven't really seen that video, you'd need to. Because the human body, if I take one step forward, my weight shifts backwards. If I turn to go this way, my weight will shift that way in order to make things work. It's very dynamic how we're set up. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back and talk about why those things are important and how we do them better.